love this piece, especially with the baby blue hands, the second hand. And yeah, this is definitely one that you don't see often. What's the next timepiece you want gifted? Let them know right now. And this is your first Rolex at the AD, or?
This is the first one that I buy personally.
So I was on a trip in Poland to see my grandfather, my small town, Dębica.
Welcome back to another episode of What's on Your Wrist, the series where we go around asking random people what timepiece they're wearing on their wrist and have them share the story behind it. I also ask questions just to help us get to know them a little bit and have them give us one piece of advice. Today, guys, we're here in New York City, so we're gonna see what people are wearing on their wrists, and I want you guys to comment down below your favorite and or least favorite watch we spot out here today. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get straight into it. Today I'm here with
Arthur.
And where are you from?
I'm from New York City, but I live in Europe.
Okay, very nice. And I spotted you today wearing a beautiful Yachtmaster. This is with the slate gray dial. Yes. This is stainless steel, correct?
Stainless steel with platinum bezel, yeah, and white gold markers.
I love this piece, especially with the baby blue hands, the second hand. And yeah, this is definitely one that you don't see often.
Yeah, you know, it was very funny because I was opting out to do Submariner as my next thing because I have an Oyster date that I usually wear from 1964. And I was like thinking, for my 40th birthday, I have to have a Submariner, right? Either a Datejust 16623 or something like that. But I said no. I saw the Submariner, it's too, for me, yeah, it may be a little bit too common to seen too often, so I wanted to get something off the beaten path.
That definitely does it.
You think I did it? Yeah, it's okay, yeah. Something a little bit more stealthy in a way, but also kind of like, I shouldn't say upgraded, but it was supposed to be a Submariner, but it's not.
For sure. And was this something you got from the authorized dealer or a gray market dealer?
I got it from a dealer in London, yeah.
Okay, so you have a relationship. Yeah. What did you start off with at the AD?
It was the vintage Oyster date, yeah.
So are you someone that leans...
DLC and other little pieces.
So you lean more towards vintage?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm a violinist, so yeah. So I think it just has this old world feel to it. This perhaps is the most modern one I have, the most modern watch I have. They're usually ranging from vintage. I had a vintage Omega, and then then it went into JLC Memovox 33 millimeter, as we told you before. Yeah,
it's okay to have a modern piece. You know, something you want to maybe. I don't know if you go swimming, something you don't have to worry too much about. Absolutely. It's waterproof. I wouldn't dive or swim with a vintage watch at all.
No, yeah, it's a little bit risky, you know. Even if they change the gaskets and they do also, not even washing hands. You put it back, you know.
You treat it like a baby. Now, what's the next timepiece you have your eyes on?
Well, I think I'm down the rabbit hole. So either what we spoke of earlier, maybe a Reverso, JLC Reverso, not the larger one, but the smaller version.
So vintage?
Yeah, because I think the aesthetic of the bracelet or the strap is part of the aesthetic of the watch. I think too big. Let's go like your Omega from Omega with the beads of rice. It's part of that aesthetic. Yeah, and as a classical musician, it should be, especially if you decide to wear something like that on stage, it's part of the whole aesthetic, the whole appeal of it, I think. Yeah.
Now tell us, what do you do for a living, and what building are we in currently?
Well, I'm a concert violinist, and I'm a chamber musician and a soloist. And we are here actually at Juilliard, which was my school for 6 years. Yeah, so we're at Lincoln Center. Here for rehearsals, and then for another performance. We had one last night, and then another one on the 11th, and then back to Europe.
Very nice, very nice. And my last question that I ask is one piece of advice for people today. Could be financial, relationship, general, or in the watch space.
I think it's a kind of difficult question to answer, but if I'm not too great with words, but maybe always go after a vision with wisdom, so studying upon it, and then with virtuous feeling to it. So you feel always good about what your next decision might be, and that's connected with music as well. Yeah.
Very nice. Well, I appreciate you sharing your timepiece and your advice, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much for your time. It was wonderful to meet you.
Likewise.
Thank you.
Today I'm here with
Esther Kaganowski.
And where are you from?
Actually, I'm from Romania, from Transylvania.
Okay. Very nice. And I spotted her today wearing a beautiful Rolex timepiece. This one is vintage with a navy blue dial. This is like a sunburst dial with the date function, something that we use every day, so it's very useful. Tell me, what's the story behind your watch?
The story is my husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of forced me to have something very good. But otherwise, I have like Movados, which I like very much because of the design, and I have a few small Omegas because after I visited Switzerland on a concert tour, I visited their museum and I saw some really incredible. I mean, that was actually the moment when I started to have some appreciation toward the art of watches, and then there I saw really fine ladies Omegas, and afterwards. Again, my husband gifted me about 2 pieces, which I like very much.
Thankful for him for doing that because, some people initially, they don't care about watches, and then once they get introduced to it, they find a reason to love it. Maybe it's just the design. It could be the engineering behind the watch. There are a bunch of different reasons why you could be passionate about timepieces. So I see that you found your reason because you have this, you have Omegas, Movados. Is the Movado modern or vintage?
Truth be told, I'm not familiar with the modern ones, but it's like the Bella model with the 8 diamonds and then the 16 diamonds, simple one. I'm not sure. Are they vintage? They are perhaps vintage.
Okay. What's the next timepiece you want gifted? Let them know right now. Any Cartier, Rolex, another Rolex, Tudor.
Well, if I want to be honest, actually, I don't know anything about them. I never even wanted a watch, really. But if I get the next one, might be a Swatch.
That's not bad.
I was kind of looking for the Snoopy design.
Not a bad one to go after.
I don't know, it feels so much fun.
Yeah.
No pressure.
Yeah, something you can feel comfortable wearing wherever.
Yeah, it's just fun.
Nice. And what do you do for a living?
I'm a musician, as it's seen. I'm a violist, and we play a lot together. Actually, we run a concert series with my husband.
Very nice. That's beautiful. Now, one piece of advice for people today. It could be maybe someone that wants to be a musician. It could be relationship advice, general.
I don't know, just stay open, because good things happen to you if you stay open.
Very nice. Well, I appreciate you sharing your timepiece and enjoy the rest of the night.
Thank you so much for it.
So 2 things I must have whenever I make a trip to New York. That's pizza and bacon, egg, and cheese on a bagel or sausage. It all depends. And I was able to satisfy this craving at this spot called Absolute Bagels, but the name changed, I believe, to 2788 Bagels. On my sandwich, I like to add ketchup and mayo. I don't know if that's crazy. Some people think it is. Comment down below. Let me know if you guys do the same. I had to grab something before I hopped on my flight back to Miami. And guys, there's something about planes and aviation that I enjoy. So every time I get on a plane, I record takeoff. That's one of the best parts of flying. And you can see amazing shots. Check out this shot once we got above the clouds. It's just so beautiful. Now, let's head back to Miami and do a couple more interviews. Today I'm here with?
Nicole,
And where are you from?
Colombia,
Colombia. What part of Colombia?
Bogota.
Nice. And I spotted you wearing a beautiful Rolex Daytona. This is a champagne dial, 2-tone, 18-karat gold and stainless steel. Tell us, what's the story behind it?
Honestly, I've just always wanted a Daytona. My family has had them a long time, and I put my name down in one of the mayor's stores. And surprisingly, one day they called me up, and I was like, I'll be there in an hour.
Wait. So you put your name down, and this is your first Rolex at the AD, or?
This is the first one that I buy personally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's the AD where your family goes to?
Yeah, usually they all grab them, and then I was like, no, I'm going to get one on my own. And then I put my name down, and then they called me, and it was relatively quick. I had forgotten, so once they called me, I was like, of course, like I'm going there right now and getting the watch. Yeah.
Got you. So you were lucky. You had some help. 'Cause
Apparently, I don't know.
You know, most people that's starting from scratch, they have to take maybe a year or 2, maybe even for me 5 years to get a call.
Yeah?
Well, just a Submariner.
Mayors is your place from, where was it? Coral Gables. Yeah, look into it there.
Yeah, no, I've gotten a call from mayors in Dayland Mall.
Okay. No, well, yeah, that was my first acquisition, my first one. I have a couple, but this one is special because this one was mine. I got this one on my own, yeah.
What's the next timepiece you have your eyes on?
Rose gold.
Rose gold Daytona.
Rose gold Daytona with the brown chocolate face. Yep.
And you're hoping to get it through the AD, or do you go gray market?
No, straight to AD. Yeah.
Which is smart. Now, last question. What do you do for a living?
Real estate.
How long you been in
10 years. Yeah.
Miami?
In Miami.
How's it going so far? Is the market hot, cold?
For me, it's great. I'm in pre-construction, new dev. So new dev is always on a pinnacle. So doing great. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, well, I appreciate your time and sharing your timepiece. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Thank you.
Today I'm here with,
Paulina,
and where you from?
Chicago, but originally from Poland.
Very nice. And I spotted you wearing a beautiful Casio digital watch. This is a gold tone. Tell me, what's the reason you purchased this? Was it a gift? And what's the story pretty much?
So I was on a trip in Poland to see my grandfather, my small town, Dębica. I was walking actually by a watch store, and I saw it in the window. I was like, you know what, I'm going to buy it. Like, I feel like Casio is such a vintage watch to have, and I love it. And I'm also a nurse. I wanted something digital. It has like everything I need on my wrist, basically.
Definitely a classic watch. Casio has been around for years. It's a timepiece that a lot of people have in their collection, whether they have Rolexes and APs and Pateks, they have Casio G-Shocks, so it's a solid watch. Was this your first watch, or do you have watches already prior to purchasing?
Well, this is my first Casio, actually. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Tell me, what's the next watch you have your eyes on to purchase, or maybe hope to have someone gift you?
Maybe a Rolex.
Okay. That's something to go after. You know any models, or?
Not sure, but I just like the vintage stuff. So anything, it doesn't have to be something brand new, but yeah, nice collection.
I'm glad you mentioned vintage, because everyone knows that I focus especially on vintage over modern. I appreciate the modern watches, but there's something more special about vintage watches. Vintage anything, to be honest. Cars, clothing, yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us, what do you do for a living?
I'm a nurse.
And how long?
11 years.
Did you purchase anything to mark as a milestone when you became a nurse? Or like a watch?
I just went on a big trip. It was a backpacking trip in Europe for 3 months. So that was my purchase back then.
Okay. So it seems like traveling experiences is your thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Last question, one piece of advice for people today. It could be financial, relationship, general.
Use your time wisely. Yeah, we're only here for so long, so every minute counts.
I agree. Well, thanks for sharing. Of course. Thanks for sharing. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you.
At this point in the video, guys, comment down below your favorite timepiece that we spotted so far. Comment down below your favorite watch and let me know why. All right, guys, today I'm here with
Brandon Cyberdread X.
Okay, and where you from?
I'm from Miami.
Miami, Florida, and I spotted him wearing the Casio digital timepiece. This is the gold tone. Tell me, what's the story behind this watch? What made you choose this?
Oh, this watch was actually found its way into my life through a person, and they had extras, and they pretty much handed me this down. Yeah. And then everywhere I go with it, everyone's like, "Oh my God, that's like from the '80s." And you got the authentic piece, and I guess it's kind of cool to have that, and it still works perfectly fine. I haven't even done anything to it. So.
Yeah, all you have to do is change the battery once it dies.
Yeah, exactly. Right. So and it looks great. Like it looks like money even if you don't have money, it looks like money. So
that's true. That's true. Collectors that have Rolexes and APs have Casios in their collection, exactly. G-Shocks and stuff like that.
They always get impressed when they see, oh, is that a Casio, like the 80s retro version? Yeah.
Is there a timepiece you have your eyes on next to get, or have gifted maybe?
Maybe an Audemars or something.
Yeah. Okay. So Royal Oak, mate.
You got step up a little bit.
Okay, tell us, what do you do for a living?
I do a whole plethora of things, but I'm a producer, tech guy. I do coding. I do songwriting. I do engineering. I play instruments. I do events. I do a lot of things.
People out there might just say, sounds like a Miami guy.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm the Miami guy. I'm the Miami guy.
Yeah. All right. Last question. One piece of advice for people today. Could be financial, relationship, general.
Always live in the present moment and don't let go of your childhood essence.
I agree, man. Well, thanks for sharing. Enjoy the rest of your day.
All right, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I'm going to wrap the video up here, guys. If you haven't done so yet, comment down below your favorite and or least favorite watch we spotted here today. Give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for the next episode.